Alright, so YouTube, I'm running into a little problem. As you see the Widebody Fender, they're all good. Last night, I had to cut up this Fender and basically make it a little bit wider to fit the wheels, right? So I did that, and I put down fiberglass and resin. I guess the resin expired. So when I used it, nothing hardened. So now I have this wet blob of resin all over the place that's not going to harden. So I bought hardener. I think I'm just going to squirt it all over it, brush it in, let this cure, and then redo everything from the jump. So let's get into that. Alright, so here I am just laying down the fiberglass, just with resin and fiberglass cloth. And yeah, whatever, pretty time consuming, you gotta wait for it to dry. Just about finishing with the fiberglass and getting everything where I want it. So as I'm waiting for that Fender to finish drying, which is probably gonna take like 45 minutes to an hour, I'm gonna get back to working on the hood. And the whole thing with the hood has been the hood scoop. The hood is carbon fiber, and I bought a carbon fiber hood scoop, but it was very skinny once I installed it, so I just had to make things a lot thicker with a lot of fiberglass. And this is that, just getting the shape down to where I want it. Now, since it was so thin, I had to go back and sand it down what you're seeing now, and then go back and add fiberglass and fiberglass Bondo and resin and a whole bunch of things to make it super strong, and so it's not so flexible so nothing cracks. So this is that. So now I'm just getting to the bottom of the carbon fiber hood, and the only reason you see this little cutout right here is because I have a custom manifold I made for the car, and it kind of pops out right there. My car also has 1-inch motor mount spacers, so that engine's even higher, and this custom manifold's even way higher than the OEM one, but somehow it all closes perfectly just once I got rid of this little line right here. This is me just sanding that down. Now I'm going back to the new fiberglass I just laid on the hood. I'm going back and cutting all that out and making very deep grooves. So the next set of Bondo glass that I put over this is gonna fill that and kind of bond everything together. And it's always works best through my experience of cutting huge gashes where you want it to really stick and making sure it goes and bleeds all the way through those gashes so it's full. So that's this is me checking it out, making sure everything looks good, and that's exactly how I want it to look. So now we're going back to the Bondo glass. We're just mixing it up here with the hardener. And there's no science to it, just, you know, you're supposed to put a line over like whatever the thing says. It says over like a 1/4 inch per spread or whatever it is. But whatever, find your balance what you like. Me mixing it up. Now this is me laying the Bondo glass over those huge gashes I just made to make it super strong and super thick. Keep in mind, I also added fiberglass to the whole bottom of it to make it very strong as well. I just didn't get to capture that. So this is me filling all those lines and those gashes and just trying to get a really good bond right now. Now I'm just going in with the Dremel after adding all that Bondo and kind of getting my lines to how I originally wanted them. And it's actually coming out pretty good with the Dremel. So these are just me cutting the lines, getting it where I want it. Speed ramp now, I changed up the bit, and this is giving me room to now kind of really start forming the shape I want this hood scoop to have. Now I'm going back and just sanding everything, and really now it's starting to take form and take shape and get exactly how I want it. So now it's starting to look good. Okay, so here's a little trick I did. I took just a flat ruler to get the line perfectly square and perfectly flat where it meets the hood. I just put a flat ruler, taped it down, right? And then I'm adding the Bondo glass up until that point so I get a perfectly straight line. And this worked like magic. So this is laying down the filler. Starting to get excited. I see that the line is perfectly straight, so let's let this cure. Figured this would be a good time to go back to the Fender, and here it is with the fiberglass finally fully cured. And what I'm going to have to do is take out these spacers that I screwed in.
Getting very excited. So, as you know, maybe you don't know, right? I did these two Fenders, right? And everything's handmade, so you don't know what's going to happen. Whatever, laid everything down, fiberglassed it, bondoed it, and it came out really good. Both of them came out pretty good. But when I put them on the car, this one was as if it was way too short, so it was hitting the tire, right? So I cut it up, I spaced it out, I fiberglassed it, and it's literally perfect now. Like, I'm very excited. It matches identical to the other side. So right now I'm just gonna sand this down, put some fiberglass filler on it, and hope everything works out, which it should.
Now I'm going in with the Bondo glass, spilling it everywhere, being the madman I am, and filling in all those gaps and everything that I put in on the opposite side with the fiberglass. Now I'm filling the opposite side, which is facing outward. So now I'm just going in with my Bondo glass, filling that in, and we're gonna have to do a lot of sanding to get all this off. Alright, I think that's really starting to look good and kind of where I want it. Still a little bit awkward, but we're gonna sand a lot of that down. So that's all that's left is where we filled that gap and then put Bondo over it to really start shaping it. Figured it'd be a good time to go back to the hood scoop. So now I'm just gonna go in with regular Bondo and kind of go over all the fiberglass that I just put down and then sanded away and made all those gouges and everything like that. Now this is it fully sanded, and one of the last coats of Bondo I'm gonna put on it before I put a skim coat. So this is that, just laying everything down, kind of getting the shape where I want it, blah blah blah. It doesn't have to look perfect, it's all about when you sand it after.
And now I figured it'd be another good time to go back to that fender, which we did. And this is all the glass sanded off, right? And now I'm just going back with regular Bondo and filling over all those. It's a crazy shape, so we have to make both sides match. And this is what we're gonna do here. Now YouTube, this is going to be obviously a series. This is me. I kind of stopped here because I had to get to work, and you know the whole nine. I own a recording studio, so I had to get to a session after this. So I just finished by the skin of my teeth, but this is me getting that Bondo where I want it. And over the next few, you're gonna really start seeing the sanding, the final shape of everything. I also have to do the front and the rear bumper. So we're gonna get to that. I love you all. If you can, like, subscribe, send your boy a gift or anything you could do, man. Let's get this car finished. It's been years. I'm tired of being a Bondo boy, and I love you all. Peace.